Hello, so in this video I will show you how to design 3D bevel gears in AutoCAD. Now I have one important right here on the screen. Okay, so in gear designs there are calculations involved to determine the parameters of the gears, and that I have already done for these two gears. And here you can see that there are two here. One is the pinion and one is the main gear itself. The bigger gear has a number of 30 teeth, while the smaller one, which is the pinion, has 15 teeth. So it is a gear ratio of 1 to 2. So I'll have to start to redesign these gears using the parameters I have worked out for them. So here are the parameters. Okay, so here are the gear parameters for these gears. For the bigger one, these are the calculations worked out for it. So the pre-circle diameter 75, the number of teeth is 30, the module is 2.5, the top diameter or the teeth diameter, and the root diameter, this is the crucial one, and all these other ones. So I'm going to use these parameters to design this, and also use these parameters to design the smaller gear. Okay, so I will now switch to a new page to start these drawings afresh. Okay, so here is a new page, and I'll have to start first with the bigger gear, and these are the parameters I'm going to use. Let me zoom in. Okay, so these are the parameters for the big gear. Now to start, I will have to also set up my drawing units and the workspace for this drawing. So here is a page. So I now need to set up my drawing unit here. So type U, click on units, and on line type I'm going to choose decimal, that's already highlighted. Precision, make it 0. On the insertion scale, I'm going to use millimeters for this drawing. These other ones remain the way they are. We click OK for this setup. And again, I'm also going to choose my workspace. So I'm going to choose my workspace as well. So come up here, click and choose 3D modeling, and also set the view to front to start the drawing. Okay. Let me move this PCS away from there. Look at this. Alright. So I'm going to start by using first the root diameter. And the root diameter for the big gear, this is the big gear. So I'll start with the root diameter, which is 68.75. So I'll draw a line, click on line command and draw a line of 68.75. 68.75. Okay, so do this. Now I'll make the width of this gear teeth 15. So I click on the line command and draw a line of 15 units. Okay, I will rotate this line to an angle of 45 degrees. So highlight this line, click on rotate. It's here as the point of rotation. So I enter minus 45 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to draw another line again of 10 from this point. Draw a line downwards of 10. Then rotate this line again to 45 degrees. So highlight the line, right click and choose rotate. I'll rotate from this very point, enter 45 degrees. Okay, now use the join command, click on join, and join these two lines. Now mirror this to this other end. So click on the modify panel, click on mirror, click on this, get the midpoint, and mirror to the right. Use this command. Now draw another line from this point to connect this line. Okay. Now draw a rectangle of 40 by 15 by 15. Now click on the move command, move the rectangle from this point and drop it here. Okay. So I'm going to chamfer this corner here using the chamfer command. So come to the modify panel, click on this arrow and choose chamfer. Now right click and choose distance. Submit the chamfer 2 by 2. So enter 2, enter 2 again. Then chamfer this corner. Okay. So draw a line from this midpoint vertically downwards. Right. Draw another line from this point, terminate here. Okay. Now use the trim command to trim out this. Erase this one completely. Also trim this portion. Click on the trim command and trim this out. Okay. Now use the join command to join all this up. Click on modify. Click on join and join this first. Alright, so now with the revolve command, I'm going to revolve this. So come to the modeling panel, click on this arrow and choose revolve. Now click on this filter. Now choose these 2 points as the axis and enter 360 degrees. Okay. Now I'm going to switch to isometric view. And also switch to shade of gray. Now I'm going to create a hole for the shaft. I'll make it 25 diameter. So click on the circle command. Before I do that, I'll have to switch the coordinates UCS to top so I can draw the circle. Now click on the circle command, center diameter, to get the center of the drawing, and draw a circle of 25 units. Okay. Now use the press pull command to pull out this. Click on the press pull, click on this and pull it out. Okay. Let's see how that looks like. Alright, so this is the gear blank for the big gear. Okay, so now switch again to front view. Right, so I'll now have to draw the gear blank also for the smaller gear. So let's see the parameters. Alright, so this is the gear parameters for the smaller gear. So also I have to start with the root diameter, and this is 31.25. So again, draw a line of 31.25, which is the root diameter. 31.25. Okay. Okay, so draw another line again of 15 to represent the width of the gear tooth. Draw a line of 15 downwards. Enter. Now rotate this line again to an angle of 45 degrees. So highlight the line. Click on rotate. Put here as a point of rotation. I'm going to enter minus 45 degrees. Okay. Draw another line again from this point. Line of 10 downwards. Exit this command. Rotate this line again to an angle of 45 degrees. Click on rotate. Put here as point of rotation, enter 45. So use the join command again to join it up. Join these two lines. Then use the mirror command. Mirror it also to the right. Right. Now use the line again to connect these 2 points. Okay. So again, draw a rectangle of 20 by 15. 20 by 15. Alright, now move the rectangle. This is right here. Draw a line from this midpoint downwards. Okay. Now chamfer this corner as well. So click on this arrow and choose chamfer. Right click, choose the distance, make it 2 by 2, and chamfer this corner. Okay, now use the trim command to trim out this, erase this out, also trim out this. Click on the trim command and trim this out. Okay, draw a line again from this point, this very point. Okay, now use the join command, join them up. Okay, so again I have to use the revolve command to revolve this. So come over to the modeling panel, click on revolve, and revolve this, enter, choose these 2 points of the axis, and enter 360 degrees. Okay, so these are the 2 gear blanks. Let me put them. So these are the 2 gear blanks. I have to also create a shaft hole for this. So I have to draw a circle of 10 radius. Sorry, draw a circle here of 10 diameter. Throughout then I'll have to switch the UCS back to top. So click on this and click on top. Okay. Now draw a circle of 10 diameter. Get the center with this. And draw a circle of 10. Enter. Then use the press pull command to pull the circle out. Okay. Right. Okay, so these are the gear blanks for these 2 gears. So I'll switch the view again back to our top. So click on this and click on the top. So these are the top views of the gear blanks. So next I'll have to start to design the tooth profile now. Okay, so these 2 are the top views of these gears. And you can see that I have 2 diameters here. This one is 68.75, which is the root diameter. That's the root diameter of this. And I'll have another one that is 89.96, and this is the tip diameter or the outside diameter of this blind gear. Now the width of this, the tooth width of this one has been known, which is this 4, and the tooth width of the second diameter is this. So I'm now going to design the tooth profile for this very gear using these 2 specifications. So come over to the rectangle command, click on it and draw a rectangle. Draw a rectangle of, for the bigger gear now, draw a rectangle of 5 by 5.625, 5 by 5.625. Enter. So this is the tooth profile for this. I'm now going to design draw a line of 2, enter. Then move this line, drop it right here at the midpoint. Now generate a curve using the arc command. Click on start end direction, uncheck the auto mode, and locate the endpoint. Draw a curve using the start end direction curve. Locate this, get this, uncheck the auto mode to get the curve. So that should be okay. Now use the mirror command to mirror this. Mirror. Okay, the midpoint. Check the auto mode. Okay, now remove this. Now use the line command to close it up. Okay. Now join. Okay, so this is tooth profile for the outside diameter. Now I have to generate another tooth profile for this very diameter. And this is 4 by 5.6, 5.625. So draw another one of 4 width by 5.625, 5.625. Okay. Now draw another line again of 2. Move it again. Now generate that curve again. And check the auto mode and get the big curve. Should be alright. Now use the mirror command again. The midpoint. Check this. Okay. Now remove this and close up the geometry again. Okay, now use the join command. Join them up. Okay, so these are the two profile for this very big one. So move this small one. Move this from this point. Drop it at the quadrant point of this one. Move this as well. Click on the move command. Move this. Click from here. And drop it also at the quadrant point of this. Okay. So these are the two profiles for this. I have to do the same thing for this. I can clean all these lines now. So let's do the same for this. Now, let's see the profile for this. Okay, so I'll now design the two profile for the small gear. And so here is the dimension. For the small gear, draw a rectangle of 5.5 by 5.625. 5.625. Okay. Also draw a line of 2 again. Click on line command. Draw a line of 2. Move. Okay, now use the arc command. Look at this point. At this point, and generate a curve. That should be alright. Now use the mirror command. Click on mirror. Mirror this. Okay. Now remove this. And close it off from midpoint. Enter. Now use the join command again. join this up. Alright. Now this is the two profile for the bigger circle. Click on this, move it to the point, drop it here. Okay, so create another one for this portion. Now this is 3.9, but I make it for 3.92. I make it 4 by 4 by 5.625. Okay, draw a line again. Click on line command, draw a line of 2, enter, move the line from the midpoint, drop it here. Okay, now generate a curve again, sorry, use the arc command. And click in this to get a good curve. Alright, so use the mirror command. Click on mirror, mirror this to the midpoint, check the auto mode. Okay, now remove this and close up again. Click on line command and close this up. Alright, join it up. And you can join. Okay, so move this again. Move this from this point and drop it at the quarter point of this. Alright, so I can now clean all these ones as well. Okay, now, okay, so I can close up this one now. I can close this up and minimize it. Let's have a full screen of this. Okay, so what I'll do now is to move this profile down by, move it a little in, move it down by 0.2, enter, do the same thing here, move this one down by 0.2, click on move command, click on move it down by 0.2. Okay, now switch to isometric view. Okay, so I'll now have to use, so I'll now rotate this one to an angle of 45 degrees. And before I do that, I'll have to switch the UCS to right. So click on this and choose right. Okay, now click on this, right click and choose rotate. Locate the current point here and enter 45 degrees. Now use the loft command, click on loft command and loft these two, enter and enter again. Okay, that's done. So I'll now use the polar array to array this. So click on polar array. Before I do that, also switch the UCS back to top. So come over here and choose top. Then click on the polar array, click on this, and look at the center. Right click, I need 30 of those two, so I click items and enter 30. Now right click and exit this command. Now use the union command to join them all up. Click on union and join them all up. Okay, so I now have one 3D solid. So I'll do the same thing for this. Again, click on this, right click and choose rotate, and locate the quadrant point and rotate by 45 degrees. So that won't go. So I have to change this one back to right to do that. Click on right. So now rotate. Click on this. Click on rotate. Locate the quadrant point. enter 45 degrees. Okay, now use the lock command to lock this and this. Okay, now use the polar arrow. Click on this, get the center. Again, go. So return the use S back to top. Now click on the polar arrow command. Click on this, get the center. Now this one has 15 ticks, so I have to enter 15. Choose items and enter 15. And exit this command. Okay, now use the union command again to join. Okay, so it's now time to apply the fillet on this, on the root of this gear tick. So I'm about to isolate one first. Click on this, right click and choose isolate object. I can clean up this line, I don't need it now. So I have to apply the fillet on this gear tooth for the roots. So type F for fillet edge. Click on fillet edge. Make it a radius of, choose a radius of 2.5. Right click, choose chain, and begin to apply. Okay. So I also have to apply ellipses here. Okay, so draw a circle again, draw a circle. This point, diameter 64. And use extrude command, extrude this circle by 3 down. Extrude down to 3. Now use the solid subtract command. Click on this and remove this. Okay. Now use the fillet edge again. F for fillet edge. Right click, choose a radius of 1. Fillet this portion. Enter. And exit this command. Okay. Remove that one. Okay, so this is the bigger gear. That's the big gear. Also need to fillet this portion too. So right F for fillet edge. Enter one as well as radius. Also fillet this portion. Okay, so this is the big gear. So I'll now bring the second one and also do the same thing. So right click and click on end object isolation. Okay, so I now have to hide this one again and work on this. Right click, hide that. Let's do the same thing for this. And switch back to shade of gray. So I'll have to use the fillet edge again to fillet this. Oops. So type F for fillet edge. Right click, choose radius, make it 2. .5. Right click, choose chain. Okay, so apply the fillet. So that's done. Switch again back to isometric view. Bring the bigger one back and object resolution. So now, so what I'll do now is to rotate this one to 90 degrees and mesh it up with this. Okay, so what I'll do next is now to rotate this. Click on this, right click and choose rotate. Rotate from the very point, rotate 90 degrees. Okay. So here are the two gears now in mesh. Let me move it around. Okay, so here are the two gears. So let's see it on realistic view. Okay, so here is it. Completed. Okay, so thanks for watching and please do subscribe for more tutorials.